So whoever is writing October test, already I message you people in the group. Come for offline test if you are in close by Vijayawada and take the offline test. For others, I'll send you question paper. You can take that question paper in online mode. Okay, yeah. Now in today's class, I'll be covering two topics. First topic is complex numbers. Second is word problem, volume problems. So just keep heading as complex numbers. Complex numbers. Color also I'll take this. So what is a complex number? What to do with complex numbers, or why this concept has come into the picture is what is square root of -1? So square root of -1 is I. What is square root of -1? Square root of -1 is I. If I ask you what is square root of 4, you'll say 2. If I ask you square root of -1, you laugh at me. How does the negative numbers will have square root? Yes, negative numbers will also have square root. We call it as the imaginary number. So whenever I say square root of -1, you should call it as I. So suppose if I have square root of -4, I can write it as square root of -1 into square root of 4. The square root of -1 is I. Square root of 4 is 2. So this is 2I. I want to find square root of -9 or -16. 4I. I think now we are clear in what I'm speaking. So square root of -1 is I. Now square root of -1 is I. What is I square? I square is -1, or I can also write like this. I can be written as square root of -1. I square. I square means I into I. Root of -1 into root of -1, which is square root of 1, which is 1. I square is 1. Okay. Now I cube. I cube can be written as I square into I. I square is 1. I is I. So I cube is I. I can also be written as just like I. So I square is -1 here. Sorry. Square root of I into I, which is I square. So you should do like this. I into I is I square. I square is square root on both sides. So it is -1. I'm extremely sorry. I is square root of -1. I square is -1. You square it on both sides, square and this get cancelled, so -1. I cube is minus I, because I cube can be written as I square into I. I square is -1. -1 into I is minus I. I power 4 is I square into I square. -1 into -1, which is 1. So I power 4 is 1. So I is square root of -1. I square is -1. I power 3 is minus I power 4 is 1. These are the four basic things which you should know. Square root of -1 is also called as I. I is same as I square is square it, you get -1. I cube is I square into I square is -1. -1 into I is minus I power 4 is I square into I square, which is -1 into -1, which is 1. So I power 4 is 1. Now listen carefully. If I want to find I power 5, I power 5 can be written as I power 4 into I power 1. I power 4 is 1. 1 into I is I. So I power 5 is I. If I want to find I power 6, which can be written as I power 5 into I power 5 is I into I, which is I square, which is -1. If I want to find I power 7, I power 6 into I, -1 into I, which is minus I. If I want to find I power 8, I power 7 into I, minus I into I, which is minus I square. I square is -1, minus of -1, which is +1. If you see the process, I -1 minus I1, these numbers, same numbers have been repeating. So it means I square, I cube, I power 4. What is I itself, or root of -1? What is I square? -1. What is I power 3? Minus I. What is I power 4? 1. We just found out those values here. So if I want to calculate I power 5, it repeats. I power 5 is still I power 6 is still -1. I power 7 is still minus I power 8 is still 1. If I want to find I power 9, I power 10 minus 1, I power 11 minus I power 12 1, I power 13 I power 14 minus 1, I power 15 minus I power 16 1. So if you see this, the pattern repeats. The pattern repeats going on. If I ask you what is I power 221, can someone tell me what is the value of I power 221? You can clearly make down that the pattern repeats. Pattern repeats for every 4 numbers. I power 221. Whatever you feel like, you type the answer. Whether it's correct or wrong, later on we can see what is the value of I power 221. Okay, people are typing something. See, this is how you need to answer. If I'm the student, this is how I am going to answer. I need to find I power 221. I can clearly see the pattern is repeating for every 4 numbers. Every 4 numbers, 4 numbers. So I power 20, 24, 28, 32. But I cannot go on writing this, right? So first I'll divide 221 with 4. So if I divide 221 with 4, convert into lot more work is required. 5 fours are 20, again 21, 5 fours are 20, remainder is 1. Means I power 221 will behave same like I power 1. So to find, so answer should be I. So if to find what is the value, if the pattern is repeating, if you want to find any value like 12 or I power 81 or I power 99, whatever the value you need to find out, you just divide that by 4. If the remainder is 1, it behaves like I power 1. If the remainder is 2, it behaves like I power 2. If the remainder is 3, it behaves like I power 3. If the remainder is 0, it behaves like I power 4. As simple as that. If the remainder is 1, it behaves like I power 1. If the remainder is, answer is I is the answer. I power 221 is same as I. If you go on writing after 4 numbers, so I power 220 is 1, I power 221 is I. Now, since everyone understood, so the logic to find any complex number is divide with 4. See the remainder. If the remainder is 1, I power 1. If the remainder is 2, I square, which is minus 1. If the remainder is 3, it behaves like I cube, which is minus I. If the remainder is 0, it behaves like I power 4, which is 1. Okay? Yeah. Now, everyone in the class, tell me what is the answer for I power 183 fast. I power 183. I power 183. Very good. Okay. So divide 183 with 4, as I said. You divide 183 with 4. 4 fours are 16, 23rd, 5 fours are 20, remainder is 3. I power 183 behaves like I power 3. I power 3 is minus I. So answer should be minus I. So Aditya, Likit, Samhit, Siri, Abhinav, Lasya, Sharath. These people gave me correct answer. So I power 183 is I cube, which is minus I. Now I'm giving a bit more smart question. It is not that easy. You need to think, then only give answer here. What is the value of I power minus 10? Careful. I power minus 10. I power minus 10. So I power minus 10 is not easy to find out. You just need to listen to me here carefully for next sometime. So I power minus 10 can be written as 1 upon I power 10. 1 upon I power 10 can be written as, you divide 10 with 4, 2 times 8, remainder is 2. I power 10 is I, which is I square. So I square is minus 1. So 1 upon minus 1 is minus 1. I power 10 is same as I square. So 1 upon minus 1. So minus 1 should be answer. Minus 1 should be answer. Minus 1. Minus 1. Very good. So who had given minus 1? Perfect. Who had given other answers? No problem. It is correct. So there is one more rule that you need to remember is, suppose if you get answer as 1 upon I or 1 upon minus I, please do remember denominator cannot be imaginary. I is called imaginary. Denominator should be always real number. Denominators cannot have imaginary numbers. So what will you do? Suppose if you have I, to take conjugate of this. What is the meaning of conjugate? Conjugate of A plus BI is A minus BI. Means with what number I should multiply this complex number so that it becomes a real number. Don't get into all this stuff. Simple. So if you have something in denominator, you need to multiply with conjugate. Conjugate of 2 plus 3i is 2 minus 3i. Conjugate of 2i is 2i means 0 plus 2i. So no need that. So minus 2i, as simple as that. So suppose if the denominator is 1 upon I just told you that we cannot have denominator as imaginary. So we'll multiply with minus I in numerator and minus I in denominator. So this will be written as minus I by minus I square. Minus I by minus I square is minus 1. Minus I by 1, which is minus I. That should be my answer. So answer, if at all I have 1 by I, answer is minus I. Suppose if I have 1 upon minus I, tell me what will be the answer if I have 1 upon minus I. What will be the final answer? 1 upon minus I. Okay, very good. People have been answering me. So if I'm the student, this is how I'm going to solve this. So 1 upon minus I, so I'll multiply with I in the numerator and I in the denominator. So This can be written as I upon minus I square. I upon minus I square is minus 1. I upon 1, which is I. So 1 upon minus I should be answer. 1 upon minus I is I should be answer. Okay, who has given I? Very good. Who has given something else as the answer? No problem. But please do check where did you make mistakes. Where did you get stuck? Okay, simple. So this is a basic. Next basic that you should know is, so far I hope everyone understood. I just taught you two simple concepts. Next concept that you should know in complex numbers is adding two complex numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So you are required to know these four concepts to addition. So if I have one complex number like 2 plus 3i, and I have other complex number like 7 minus 10i, or 7 plus 70i, assume, or 9 plus 70i. So I have two complex numbers, 2 plus 3i plus 9 plus 70i. So this can, so whenever you need to add two complex numbers, you need to add, this is called real part, this is called imaginary part because I is there. Add the respective real parts, so 2 plus 9 plus add the respective imaginary parts, 3i plus 70i. 2 plus 9 is 11, 3i plus 70i is 73i, so 11 plus 73i, very simple. So whenever you need to add two complex numbers, you'll add the respective real parts and you'll add the respective imaginary parts. Whenever you need to subtract two imaginary numbers, 2 plus 3i minus 9 plus 7i or 70i, I'll subtract the respective real parts, 2 minus I plus 3i minus 70i. 2 minus 9 is minus 7. 3i minus 70i is minus 67i. So minus 7 minus 60i is my answer. Minus 7 minus 67i is my answer. Okay. Yeah. Now if I need to multiply two complex numbers like 1 plus 2i into 3 minus I or 3 plus I, something, whatever it is. Suppose if I have two complex numbers, one is 1 plus 2i, other is 3 minus I. If I want to multiply this, so multiply 1 with 3, 1 into 3, multiply 1 with minus I, 1 into minus I, multiply 2i with 3, you also multiply 2i with minus I. So 1 into 3 is 3, minus 1 into I is minus I, 2i into 3i is 6i, minus 2i square. So 3 minus I plus 6i is 5i, minus 2i square is minus 1. 3 plus 5i plus 2, 5 plus 5i is my answer. Just look at the steps that I am doing. You get stuck at any of the steps that I wrote on the board, please let me know. I'll repeat. Just look into the steps that I wrote there. You have any doubt in any of the step, you let me know. I'll be happy. Okay. Okay. Now, next is division, most important. Suppose if I want to do 1 plus 2i by 3 minus I want to divide 1 plus 2i with 3 minus I. So my complex number is 3 minus I. I'll take conjugate of this. I told you what is the meaning of conjugate. So multiplying with 3 plus I, you should multiply with 3 plus I in numerator and 3 plus I in denominator. So this will be written as 1 plus 2i into 3 plus I divided by 3 minus I into 3 plus I. We see the numerator 3 plus I plus 6i plus 2i square divided by 9 plus 3i minus 3i minus I square. So I square is minus 1. 3 minus 2 plus 7i divided by 9 minus of minus 1. 1 plus 7. This is the answer. You can just look at the solution that I am doing here. You have any doubt, you can ask me. Only thing that you need to know here is you need to take conjugate of the denominator and multiply the conjugate of the denominator with the numerator and denominator. The moment you can do that is a simple thing. Then all multiplication and doing simple basic things. Okay. So let us solve few questions based on this, whatever I have taught so far. Then simple questions we'll do, few simple questions. We'll get only one question based on this, based on the complex numbers. Generally, I see only one question. Simple questions. If you know whatever I thought so far, definitely you'll be able to solve any question. Let me see what exactly. No, nothing in section 3. Now, if I scroll down at section 4, see, even you should be in a position to identify the questions. The moment you are in a position, you can get very good score here. Frequently, I say this sentence. So we'll do volumes also. I think I don't have in this paper. If not by now, I would have got the things. No, I can't see in this paper. Let me move on to next paper. No, 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 no. If I'm missing, you just stop me there. I'm just glancing. I'm mostly correct. Sometimes I might overlook. Rarely I might overlook. So just remind me if I'm overlooking and moving on. I want, what is this? Even in this, I don't have a, no, not possible yet. Okay, even in this paper, I'm not seeing. Let me go to other paper. I think definitely we'll have in this. If you don't have also, I hope God will provide us one question in this. Pakka. Generally in section 3 only I see this questions here, which is these questions means complex number related questions. Even in this, I think I don't have this. What is happening? If you don't have, I'll see one, two more papers you'll have. If you don't have, after the class, I can send you questions. I have some good questions with me. After the class, I can send you the questions. You can just start solving them. No, 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 no. Here he will not show. No, God did not show mercy on us. No. Yeah, I can see one question here. Simple and straightforward question. Just type it. I think even in previous questions, previous papers, section 3, definitely I generally see in section 3, I might have overlooked, but no problem. Just tell me answer for this simple, straightforward question. Everyone should tell me answer. Perfect. Perfect. We're taking exam on August 27th. Be serious. Complete the test I'm sending. Review all the papers. Don't need to do anything. Just review those papers. See the mistakes that you are making. What is the actual solution? What did you make wrong? What is the best way to solve questions? So what is the sum of the two complex numbers? 2 plus 3i and 4 plus 8i. 2 plus 4 is 6. I need to add the respective real parts and respective imaginary parts. 3i plus 8i is 11i. So 6 plus 11i should be my answer. Correct, right? So add the respective real parts. You'll have only one question, but just for my satisfaction, I'm looking if I have any other question. Mostly not possible. Okay. Not required. So I'll take other paper too. We'll just see one or two questions in that paper too, and we'll move on. I'll move on to the volume word problem. So I see that volumes is one topic. People are making mistakes. It is not that you don't know the formulas. Your basic will not be strong. That is the reason you make mistakes. No. Just 1 second. You just see here. Not there. Yes. Okay, I'll leave it then. I'll not waste time in identifying these questions here, but generally you get one question based on the complex numbers. Not always, but most of the times. Yeah. Now keep reading as volumes, word problems, and listen to me carefully here. Volumes, word problems. Volume, word problems. So, what is volume word problems? What are the things that you need to know as part of this? Is even before starting, you should know what is the meaning of prism and what is the meaning of pyramid. So, if I say prism, someone unmuted it. Make sure that you mute yourself. So, this is called as a prism to me. I think I need to match to the respective things. So the top and bottom should be same, and others you should be able to join them. So this is an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentagon. So this is a pentagonal prism. So pyramid means base can be anything. If you take base as a square, so it is a square pyramid where all of them merge to the one point. Command merge to be one point. So this is a pyramid. One phase, two phase, three phase, and four phases. So most important thing here is volume of prism. Volume of prism is area of the base into height. Prism means the top and the bottom surface will be same and they'll be joined by lines, and the volume of prism is given by area of the base into height. Volume of pyramid is given by 1/3 area of the base into height. Most important, please do keep this in your mind. So if you have prism, area of the base into height. If you have pyramid, 1/3 area of the base into height. You gave or you got it here? You gave marks or you got these marks? Okay. Good. Get some 20, 30 more marks. I'll see the rest of things. Yeah. So volume of the pyramid is given by 1/3 area of the base into height. Volume of the prism is given by area of the base into height. Most important thing, first and the most important thing in volumes that you need to remember. So here we have different 3D shapes which you should know. First thing is cuboid. So if you have a cuboid, so this is also a prism. This is a rectangular prism. So the top and the bottom is rectangles, and they're same. So if this is length, if this is weight, and if this is the height. So there are two things here. One is, if I say volume, volume is very easy. What is the volume? Area of the base. Area of the base is length into weight, and this is length, that will be width, and this is height here. Yeah. So length, area of the base is length into weight, and the height is h. So length into width into height is the volume of the prism. Okay, and we have some more things here. We have two more things. One is surface area. When I say surface area, it is total surface area, and we also have a lateral surface area. So if I say surface area, it meant the total surface area unless until we mention lateral surface area. So the difference between total and lateral surface area is total surface area without the top and the bottom face is said to be the lateral surface areas. Without the top and the bottom is said to be the lateral surface area. Suppose if I want to find total surface area, so total surface area is this face which is LW, this face which is WH, and this face which is HL. So they have been added two times. So there are three, this face two times, this face two times, this front and the back face two times. So 2 into LBW, length into breadth, or breadth into height plus height into length, if we take this as breadth. So total surface area is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. So lateral surface area is now 2H into L plus B, 2H into L plus B, except this and this other face. So this is HB, this is HL. So this is also HB, HL. So 2H into L plus B, except the top and the bottom face, all other faces is said to be the lateral surface area, and the volume is area of the base, which is length into breadth, and the height is H. So L into B into H is the volume of this rectangular prism. So now if I have a square prism, which is a cube, so this is also called as cuboid. which is our rectangular prism. So if I have a square prism, so where bottom and the top faces are squares. So this becomes a cube. So since it is a square, all sides are equally A. Whatever the sides, it is all A. So the volume of the cube is given by area of the base, which is A square into height is A square into A, which is A cube. Volume. Surface area is given by 2 into A square plus A square plus A square, which is 2 into 3A square, which is 6A square. So wherever you have LB, LA, BA, HA, everything replace with A into A is A square plus A square plus A square, which is 3A square, 2 into 3A square, which is 6A square. That is the surface area. Surface area of what? Surface area of cube. So this is also said to be cube. If I want to find lateral surface area, it is advisable to know these formulas. If not, they're given. Suppose you take any paper, you see here, whenever you take any paper, there is a one question here. We'll do this question now. Before this, we'll do 26th question because I explained you. So their formulas here. This is a cuboid, volume, sphere, cylinder, cone, and they give volume of a pyramid. So generally, most of the times they ask questions based on the volume. So there is a reason, but you should also know surface areas by looking at question number 26. You'll understand. So if 26 is the question that you are required to solve, please tell me what can be the answer for question number 26. Okay, so very good answers. Okay, so people have been typing answers. So who are in 12th grade, please make sure that you be serious and you take your IELTS exam as soon as possible. Then you can take SAT based on SAT is a bit difficult. IELTS is very easy. Be serious. Follow up with the teachers. You need an extra classes, let me know, but do your work. The surface area of a cube is 6 into A by 4, where A is which of the following is the perimeter of one face of the cube. So you know the surface area is 6A square. So they give 6A by 4 whole square. So each side of the cube is A by 4, A by 4, A by 4, A by 4. So one face, A by 4 plus A by 4 plus A by 4 plus A by 4, 4 into A by 4, which is A. So B for Bangalore should be your answer. So B for Bangalore should be your answer. So who gave B for Bangalore? Very good. If you have given something else as the answer, please check how simple is this. So everything is related to what we are discussing, nothing as new. So we discussed what is a prism, what is a pyramid. Now we have been discussing This one rectangular prism, and we also been discussed square prism, that is a cube and cuboid. Now we need to know about three more things. One is cylinder, then sphere, and then the cone. First, let us discuss about sphere, football shape. Surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square, and the volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Just that's it. You just need to remember these two things for sphere. Surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square, and the volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So if I have a cylinder, surface area is 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r square. Pi r square is 2 pi r square. So take 2 pi r common, which is h plus r. So if I want only this, SA means total surface area. If I want only lateral surface area, means surface area without top and bottom, means 2 pi r square will not be there. So lateral surface area is 2 pi r h. You should use this only when they ask you lateral surface area clearly. Now volume, this is a prism, area of the base, which is pi r square, and if the height is h, so pi r square into h is the volume of the cylinder. Pi r square into h is the volume of the cylinder. Now we have cylinder, we have, what did I told you? Yeah, sphere, we have cylinder, and we have last thing is cone. In cone, you have one extra term which is called as slant height. This is generally called as slant height. If this is the height h and r is the radius, this is a right angle triangle. Slant height is given by L square is given by r square plus h square, or L is given by square root of r square plus h square. So this will have again surface area. Surface area is pi rl plus pi r square. When I say surface area, total surface area, take pi r common, L plus r. Lateral surface area is given by pi rl. Lateral surface area means without the faces, the bottom face, remove pi r square. So pi rl is lateral surface area. And the volume is 1/3 area of the base, which is pi r square into height, which is h. So 1/3 pi r square h is the volume of the cone. The volume of the cone is 1/3 area of the base, which is pi r square into height. One-third area of the base into height. Okay, these are only the formulas that we need to know. Now we'll take the questions from the actual papers that we have been doing, and we'll solve those papers, whichever the volume questions that we can see. So there's a mean. Already we did one question. Generally, we get one question based on the volumes. We'll not have more than one. But if you know whatever I taught you right now, we can solve any question as part of the exam perspective. Any question, not here. Just see if any volume question is there. Mostly it will not be there because it is the object. Distance mark on units question. No, 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 no. No, no, no. So there is no more question here. I'll open other paper. Let me open again from latest paper. So generally we have this in calculator section because generally a lot of calculations will be there in volume. So generally we'll have volume questions in calculator section. Just see that if I'm missing no percentages. No. Yeah, 15th question. A right circular cone has a volume of, and if the height of the cone, what is the radius inch of the base of the cone? You just need to know the basic formula. Everyone should do this. Be fast and give me your answer. Give me your answer for question number 15. Type your answer in the chat box. Everyone should type. Everyone should type the answer here. Perfect. 7 students are very sincere. Now 8, Divya, Likit, Pavan, Abhiram, Lasya, Siri, Abhinav, Samhit. These students gave me answer. Even others, Sharat also gave me answer. Simple here. What is the formula here? Formula is volume of the right circular cone is 1/3 pi r square h, which is 24 pi. Pi will get cancelled. Height is 2 inches. 1/3 2/3 r square is equal to 24. This goes 12 times. R square is 36, so R is 6. What is the radius? Sometimes they'll ask what is the diameter. You need to be careful. So they're just asking what is the radius. So radius should be B for Bangalore, should be answered. Most of you gave me B for Bangalore. 1 or 2 gave me something else. Just see where you are doing mistakes. So this is might look as a volume of a sphere, but the question is isolating quantities. They're asking what is the value of R in terms of other things. So just this is not exactly related to volume, so not required. Generally get only one question, but my mind says you might have one more. Just look in. So no, nothing here. So now we'll open test 9. Generally math calculator section we have this. The units are in the 1 cubic units during the time of the following probability. Freshman fractions questions, biologist, cargo underground package, plan plan B, call. Let graph exponential functions. 28. No, I can't see any question in this, but I can find even here. Okay, I can't see any question in this paper yet. Now let me see in test 8. This paper 8. Okay. In the paper I just saw it. They gave something else figure. Not exactly volume question. Not exactly volume question. Let me open exactly the volume questions. You just need to know the formulas that I taught. If you know the formulas, definitely you'll be able to solve the questions here. I think this paper I just saw it here. Just right now. Let me solve at least 3-4 questions. Once you get idea on the whole of it, you can do. Let me test in section 3 also, but generally I see that volumes question comes under part of section 4. No. Surface. Wait, $10,000. No. I wanted to develop this habit of identifying the questions. As glancing, you should be able to identify whether it is that question or not, which topic it is from. Not volumes. Okay, no. Unfortunately, I did not find here this year. Or if I'm overlooking, you just let me know. You can stop me if you think there is a proof. Yeah. Tell me answer for 33rd. Perfect answer you should type in the chat box. So everyone just type your answer in the chat box here, whether it is right or wrong later on. Just type your answer in the chat box. A laboratory supply company produces graduated cylinders each with an internal radius of 2 inches and an internal height between 7.75 and 8 inches. What is one possible volume rounded to the nearest cubic inch of a graduate cylinder produced by this company? Very good. So if I'm the student, they're asking what is one possible volume, then people are typing 8 inches, something as such. So what is one possible volume? What is the volume of a cylinder? Pi r square into h. So pi into r square is 4, 4 into height. So 4 into 7.75. So answer should be 4 into 7.75 into pi less than volume should be less than 4 into 8 into pi. So this is 32 pi, this is 31 pi volume. Volume lies between 31 pi and 32 pi. That should be the answer. So find what is the value of 31 pi, value of 32 pi. So they're asking rounded to the nearest cubic inch. So just do 31 pi, 31 into 3.14. So 97.34. So this is 97.34 into 32 into 3. 100.48. So you can write as answer as 98, 99 or 100, but write only one number. You cannot write all the numbers. Write either 98 or 99 or 100, just one number. Okay. Yeah. So I'll try to send you some questions based on these two topics, solve them, complete them before next class, but do work hard. Who are writing October test, tomorrow I'll send you the test, you do the test. Who are writing on October 27th, anyway, we are going on a plan. Please do follow that plan. I'll see you in the next class here. Take care till then. Bye.